Hello, welcome back to Simon's Rants. I'm Simon, and today we're doing part 4 of sequel month. Today is Evan Almighty. So right now you might be thinking, part 4, I only see 2 other reviews, what are you talking about? Well, part 2 has been shadow banned by YouTube. It's nowhere to be found on YouTube because it's a long story. But part 2, which is my review of Son of the Mask, is on Dailymotion. I've got a link for that below, so if you want to see it, go check that out. But that's beside the point. Today we're doing Evan Almighty, which is of course the sequel to Bruce Almighty. But it didn't start that way. It actually started as a completely different script altogether that was being kicked around Hollywood and actually had a huge bidding war for it. Tom Shadyac, the director of Evan Almighty and Bruce Almighty, actually bid on the script and lost to a different studio. But then he approached that studio and talked to them and worked out a deal that he and that studio would both work together. When Tom Shadyac first went after the script, he had in his head that Jim Carrey would be coming back to reprise his role as Bruce, but Jim Carrey dropped out and so did Jennifer Aniston. But luckily for him, Steve Carell, who had played a small part in the first one, was now blowing up because of movies like 40-Year-Old Virgin and the TV show The Office. So they just put him to the forefront. But if we're being honest, it's pretty apparent that this movie wasn't intended to be a sequel. There's no real reason why Steve Carell is now the main character. It's just, well, we'll just watch it. This is Evan Almighty.
And that's the news. But before we sign off, we'd like to congratulate our very own Evan Baxter, who has just been elected Buffalo's representative to Congress.
Why? I'm sorry, but right off the bat, what is this plot? In the whole first movie, his whole goal in life was to be a news anchor, the head anchor, and now, sequel time, he's a mayor? Is that a natural, career path? Because I don't think so.
Guys, Dad's very proud of his new car.
Hey, I am proud of my new car. Look, I'm a politician now. I'm in the public eye, and as you know, when you are in the public eye, image is everything, isn't it?
Shining down like water.
I guess driving a Humvee's a punchline now. Not sure why, but okay.
Baxter family, this is what's called a scenic vista, and I don't think the big man himself could do a better job.
Oh look, a giant dam in a movie about flooding. That's not blatant foreshadowing or anything. You know what? I bet that won't come back.
That's our house?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember it being this big in the brochure.
Her name's Eve Adams. Eve Adams. Did you get it? It's a Bible movie!
Come on, go!
Guys,
This is our house?
No, we just broke in! Do you like it?
Oh, no, Ryan, do not touch him, please. Oh, no, get him away. No, he might have lice, flea, maggots or something. We do not play with stray dogs because they are very dark. Ooh, no.
Great way to set a tone for a comedy is just with a good old nut shot. That's how you know the bar's been set low. It's interesting because this is the only one of these movies that I've reviewed this month that's actually the same writer and director as the first one, yet it's still really bad by comparison to the first one. It's not on the same level as, Son of the Mask or Ace Ventura Jr., but it's just disappointing how much worse this is on the first one.
I have to do the new house dance.
Wow, that dance?
Tom Hanks? Why?
He asked if we could all pray together.
Really? What did you pray about?
He met a dog. What do you think he prayed for?
Oh, yuck. Oh, just walking petri dish, that dog.
You want to know what I prayed for?
Yeah, what did you pray for?
I prayed we would become closer as a family.
Why does this feel like one of those, small independent, church movies?
Hey, Scotty. Jesus, man.
Like one of those, Left Behind movies or God's Not Dead movies. This doesn't feel at all anything like Bruce Almighty so far. And if it was done as an intentional choice to be a different genre and style within the same universe, that would be a cool idea, but that's not why it's that. It's because it wasn't written to be part of the same universe and then just got smack together.
I just wanted to say that I think Joan makes a good point, and that I am now in a position of great power, and I know that with great power comes great responsibility.
I wonder where he got that from. It's profound, really.
Please help me change the world. Okay, that's it. I'm hanging up now. God bless, well, you. Okay.
Steve Carell's still funny, though. Why? Why am I being made to look at this? Why? Who thought that was a good idea?
I am successful, I am powerful, I am handsome, I am happy. Successful, powerful, handsome, happy.
Wow. Good for you. I cannot say any of those things.
All right, Baxter Brood, I will see you later on this afternoon for the big hike, huh?
So he's not gonna be there. I don't know why. I just seem to think that he just won't be there. I can't wrap my head around why that might be. I don't know. I feel like he won't be there.
There he is, the head honcho, the big kahuna.
Rita, I think I have to do the dance.
Do the dance.
Congressman. Hey, Marty. Ooh, nice sound of that.
I like it.
Here they are. Hey, all right. You remember Sarah, Alan, Michael?
Holy shit, it's Jonah Hill.
I don't think you know the new kid, Eugene Tenenbaum. I found him at GW.
Sort of a walking search engine. Watch this. How many stars in the flag in 1818?
15.
And Congressman Baxter's coffee habits.
He likes a morning latte with a cruller, a decaf espresso after lunch, served sans pastry of any kind.
Very impressive, a little freaky, but I like this kid.
I love you. I mean, we should hang out socially.
At least they used him. I was scared for a second they were gonna go down that road of like, hey, here's a face. He's not gonna do anything, but here is a face.
You got your name on a major piece of legislation.
Oh, and another thing, he wants you to read it today.
Well, I can't do it today. I promised my kid.
Politicians don't read the bills anyway. Just pretend you read it and sign off on it. Who cares?
I'm personally going with whatever Congressman Baxter decides, because if I could be like one man, it'd be him. Either him or Kareem.
Kareem. That was a bad joke until he said Kareem. That for some reason made it so much better.
I got all your stuff packed up so that we can...
What's wrong?
We're not going, are we?
First things first, I have been asked to junior co-sponsor a bill.
See, I told you. And you owe me $5.
How many times have I seen this? Especially in, wait, get this, other Tom Shadyac films. This scene was in Liar Liar! This literal scene! The dad with a stack of work that he has to do that night and all the kids going, no, you promised. Oh my god!
Go for wood. Get it?
Go.
Well, it's not really go for wood. I just like the wordplay.
At least Morgan Freeman's here to make this movie a little bit more tolerable.
No, it's pine and maple. It was clear cut from this valley to make room for all those houses.
Hold on. That's the second reference now to, like, deforestation. Is God's whole message in this movie deforestation? Ah, God, that's cringe. Yeah, God doesn't care about the matters of humans, but, you know, once we start cutting down trees, that's when he gets involved. What the fuck off?
I want you to build an ark.
Right. What's an ark?
Okay, you know what? This conversation is a little thing I like to call over. But I gotta get going because, frankly, I have an ark to build. Busy. Nice meeting you. Take care. Oh, and
he's Batman too. Well, he did work for Batman. Maybe he just learned it from him. This is a quick disappear act. He's good at it. Crouching behind the wood stack. Is he gone yet?
Shake it off, Evan. It's over. The nutcase is gone. I am successful, I'm powerful, I'm handsome, I'm happy.
Oh, nothing's gonna appear. There it is!
I'm calling the cops.
Oh, no need. Look. There's one right there. Right there.
Officer! Carjacker in the car! Carjacker in the car!
That's just terrifying. Really grateful that God's tactics became way more terrifying in the past 4 years. Well, I don't know. He gave him a lot of fingers. I don't know.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation, under me, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The one nation under me line is so corny. It's not like every Christian has made that joke ever, and some atheists while we're at it. Probably, you know, Muslims and Jews as well. Everybody's made the joke, is what I'm trying to say.
Hey, you okay, young man?
What happened?
You fainted. Dropped like a leaf during the Pledge of Allegiance. Chuck Long, Resources Committee Chairman.
Oh, Congressman Long, yes.
Oh, I just got that. It's a long bill. It's a long bill. It's a bill by Long. Long bill. Bill long bill. Long bill. That's a long bill man. It's a long bill, long bill. Bill long bill.
So how'd you like that office?
Oh, it was great. Yes, thank you, sir.
Not bad for a freshman dorm room, huh? So, here's the skinny.
Not me. Because I'm not skinny. At all. I'm massively overweight.
You can't faint during the Pledge of Allegiance. It's un-American.
Oh, good. The doctor's here.
Say ah. Just go home, get some rest, and start on that arc. You hear me?
Evan?
At least he's not trying to do a Jim Carrey impression. That's the first one of these so far that nobody in the movie is trying to do a Jim Carrey impression. It's just Steve Carell, who's a damn good actor, doing a damn good Steve Carell impression.
The arc was 300 cubits long and 50 cubits high.
Right. What's a cubit?
Hey, when you're on my lawn, keep it in your butt.
Lines to not take out of context.
Oh, you're right on time. Long just called. He's on his way with the powers that be. Who are they, Gene? Talk.
Congressman Jim Dodd, head of Ways and Means, but don't worry, sir, he's definitely not way mean.
Okay.
Are you all right?
I'm good.
You sure you're good? Okay.
See that? Did you see that? That little... That's the humor of this movie. It's not like the comedy's bad, but I don't think any of the jokes will get more of a reaction than That's just This is a very movie.
Oh, no. Okay, no, oh, go, no,
No, Baxter's only a freshman, sir, but I think you'll find he is locked and loaded.
Good, maybe this young stud can help me get these old bears on board.
Oh, you'll be impressed.
Gentlemen, good to see you.
Do you want to explain yourself, Congressman? What is going on?
Oh, these are birds.
Do you have a point, Congressman?
Hey, guys, what's the point? What's my point?
Ow! Except for that, I don't think that was on purpose, though. I think that just happened. That was funny, though.
Man needs to dominate creatures. Oh, and ultimately, man must dictate what happens in this country.
Is the best you could come up with?
I couldn't agree more.
You have got to be kidding me.
I agree. You've got to be kidding me. How did that work? How did that work?
What the?
I'll tell you one thing, these birds had a nice big meal before they flew in here.
You want me to get my BB gun?
Why did they get Wanda Sykes in this movie just to be a token black woman? It's so embarrassing. All of her lines are just like, ah, hell no, And that's not me making fun of black women. That's this movie making fun of black women.
Shit!
Raccoons!
Okay. Go! Ooh! Yeah!
This makes me question God's sanity, that this was his grand plan, his master plan. God works in mysterious ways. Ah, shut up. This movie's odd at best.
Beautiful, isn't it? I remember creating this valley. Notice how the mountains line up east to west.
Notice how the mountains line here. You notice how there's things in the distance that are in the distance? They just are.
Don't recognize it, eh?
No.
Now, this is where you live, son. This is Prestige Crest. I wanted you to see the original design.
Ah, humanity. Isn't it so disgusting? Get the foop out of here. I hate this kind of shit. Yes, nature's wonderful. Nature's great. Building fucking neighborhoods isn't a sin. Get the hell out of here.
Why an ark? I mean, that's like flood territory. You wouldn't do that again. You wouldn't do that. Would you do that?
Let's just say that whatever I do because I love you.
Sounds a lot like what an abusive boyfriend would say too. Oops. Can't say that.
This whole building an ark thing is really not part of my plans here. I need to settle into my house. I need to make a good impression at work. What?
Get it? Man makes plans, God laughs. I got it.
I'll tell you what. You build it, I'll fill it.
If you build it, they will come. See what I did there?
Go!
Oh, look! It's the Santa Claus! I thought I just reviewed this 2 months ago. Nope. Turns out I'm watching it now. You're so goddamn boring and predictable and typical and unoriginal that you ripped off Tim Allen's The Santa Claus. The peak of comedy. What the hell does this have to do with building an ark? Why does he have unshavable hair that just... Why does he need a massive beard to build an ark? This makes no sense. What is the point? I don't get it.
Come on. I need a beard. Beard's so dirty.
Hey. Beards are in. Also, if I didn't have this beard, I would look 10 times worse. You don't want that.
Boo! 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 I got a boo-boo! I got a boo-boo! I got a boo!
I got a boo-boo. There is an audience for this kind of movie. There is. It's, you know, a family film. And maybe this movie wouldn't be nearly as bad, but it's a sequel to a raunchy comedy. Who wanted this? Who asked for this? Nobody did.
Rita, if Evan shows up, I'm sorry, sir. I'll be with you in just 1 moment. Ah, Evan?
Every once in a while, the delivery of a joke is so well done that it makes the joke okay. But honestly, literally, that joke on paper is a guy walks up, he goes, "Excuse me," doesn't recognize him, double takes, and goes, "Ah!" It's not that funny.
He wants you to sign this in person, Evan.
No, I can't do that. Nope, 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 not gonna happen.
No, you can't do that. Not looking like that. You have to go shave.
I can't shave, Marty. When I shave, it grows back out.
That's what happens when you shave. But then you shave again!
You have no idea. I'd have to shave like 3 times a day if I wanted to be clean shaven. Luckily, I look awful clean shaven.
What's with the veil? Did you get your new set of braces?
No, that's hilarious. No.
Would you drop that thing, son? I can't understand a word you're saying.
It's a wife thing, sir. Just trying to spice up the love life.
Why wouldn't you say it's a health condition? I feel like that would be the easiest way to explain it. No?
Are you freaking out on me or what?
No, sir.
Come on, son. I hand you your first co-sponsorship of the bill, and when you finally show up, you look like the 5th Beatle.
The 5th Beatle. It's funny because, like, the 5th Beatle and, like, the 13th Apostle are both similar phrases that mean similar things. I wonder if I'm overthinking it or if that's a joke. Can't tell, honestly. Can't tell.
Are you going to run with a pack, or are you going to lone wolf it?
I am a Pac-Man, sir.
Get it? Pac-Man's the name of a video game. Get it? Do you get it? It was clever. You may have missed it. Real quick. Going real quick. All these jokes. Left and right. Jab, jab.
Up. Shut up. We got it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Just let go. Just let it go.
Dad, we can do this, but we're gonna need some help.
I know. We just need something to lift those beams.
What are we in a commercial? When you and your boys can't get the job done, there's only one truck that can help you out. And when you're done, you'll always want to celebrate that good-earned job with a good-earned beer from a beer company that tastes like shit, but it's got fewer calories. Not a lot fewer calories, it's got like 20 less calories, but you'll buy it anyway.
Yeah! We gotta do the dance. Come on, let's do the dance. Yeah, we're doing the dance. Come on, do the dance.
Thought this would go nicely with the beard and hair.
Why? Why? God's just being a dick at this point. I'm sorry. This version, not you. I don't know you like that. I don't know if you're mean or not. I don't know. But this version, he's an asshole for no reason. Why make him do dress up? What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? You're just torturing the guy.
This dry, hot weather will continue.
Until September 22nd, midday. And if the arc isn't finished by then, you will be.
Is that when it's going to happen? September 22nd, midday?
High temperatures tomorrow back into the 90s everywhere right on through Tuesday. And the next 7 days, no showers, no storms, temperatures in the 90s.
That would be a good day to have chicken.
Okay, that was kind of funny. Okay.
Do we have anything unleavened?
Yeah, we do. It's in the back next to the frankincense and myrrh. We have a fancy name for it in this century. It's called pita.
Or saltines. You could get saltines. Or matzah. What's matzah? Nothing. What's the matzah with you? God damn it. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
God appeared to me and told me to build an ark. He said there was going to be a flood and that I should be prepared. Whenever I shave, my beard grows right back out. My hair grows longer every day. This robe, God sent me the robe. Thought it would be funny. I actually think it's really comfortable. That's why I'm wearing it.
Steve Carell is grabbing this movie and dragging it up from the depths up to watchable.
We left everything behind to come here. Maybe that's put too much pressure on you. I don't know. But this has got to stop. Please, you're scaring me.
I totally would be on her side because she's making all good points and that's the only rational response to something this irrational, but her acting's so bad, I don't know, she's more annoying than anything. Holy ow! Why would putting your beard in that make you think it would look any better? It doesn't. It doesn't.
Marty, sorry I'm late. Come on, let's go.
What is that?
Making lemonade out of lemons.
No, you're not. That's the equivalent of getting lemons and then grabbing more lemons and squeezing them into your eyes. That's what that is.
Access is just a word you're using to hide what's really going on here. This is about development. Short and simple.
Evan, what are you doing? You have a ponytail on your face. What you gonna do next? Cornrow your eyebrows?
I'm so glad we added Wanda Sykes into this movie to add her witty commentary.
Did you just do a wardrobe change? What do you think this is, the Oscars? You are not Whoopi.
Yeah, and neither are you because Whoopi Goldberg is funny!
You march yourself and your little animal troop out of here now, or you will be forcibly removed.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
Congressman?
These animals are not trained.
Congressman!
I think they want me to save them.
Saving the animals, okay. All right, I can roll with that. That's a good idea.
Can we stop cutting to her? She's not adding anything of worth to this garbage movie.
From what, Congressman?
The flood.
A flood? Rolling out.
This has been the hottest, driest summer on record. You say we're gonna have a flood. When might we expect this?
September 22nd, midday. That's what I was told.
Might I ask who told you?
God on the news. God News Network. GNN.
Not in front of all those people. Don't say it. Don't say it.
God.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that God's not dead energy off of this. Right now, all the Republicans, yes! Yes! Bringing God back into politics! Unless he was a Democrat, then of course they'd call him crazy. But if it was a Republican, yeah, they'd love that shit. And honestly, vice versa. We could just flip that all around and it would still work.
I'm gonna take them to my mother's. Evan, I think you need help.
Please. I'm not doing this. It's not me, it's him. I went to that meeting in a suit and he took it off of me. Those animals are following me because of him.
God. Does God know he's destroying our lives? Does God know he's gonna get you fired?
Yeah, I'm still questioning the whole God motive thing. It just, none of this makes any sense.
I know, whatever you do because you love me. Do me a favor. Love me less.
That's poetic in a way.
His name is Evan Baxter, but now he goes by New York's Noah.
Ah! Why are you in this movie? Were you hoping that there'd be a third almighty movie and you'd cash in too? The random news reporter that had one scene in the last one, he got a movie. Maybe I'll be next.
Yes, his hair is long. Yes, his beard is unshaven. Are you equally stunned by this man's appearance?
That's actually a really good response. I mean, that's probably the only way you could try and handle it.
He's filling the boat with 2 of every kind of animal. Still to be collected, 2 giraffes, 2 elephants, and 1 more jackass.
What an idiot. Oh, he's a mook.
Yeah, I know, but he still somehow is a TV show. Oh! Got him!
Excuse me, can I get a refill, please?
Coming right up. Excuse me, are you all right?
Yeah.
Almighty!
You heard of New York's Noah?
The guy who's building the ark.
That's him.
I love that story. Noah and the ark. You know, a lot of people miss the point of that story. They think it's about God's wrath and anger. They love it when God gets angry.
What is the story about then, the Ark?
Well, I think it's a love story. You know, the animals showed up in Paris.
And? What's your point? Yeah, you're right. Noah and the Ark, it's a love story. You're right, because there was a lot of animals probably having sex, I guess.
But my husband says God told him to do it. What do you do with that?
Sounds like an opportunity. Let me ask you something. If someone prays for patience, you think God gives them patience? Or does he give them the opportunity to be patient? If they prayed for courage, does God give them courage, or does he give them opportunities to be courageous?
Thank you. Thank God that finally a theological point in this movie actually lived up to something, anything that the first movie was trying to say. That was the first good God moment in this movie.
Evan! Dad? Honey!
Dad!
You guys, I'm up here.
It's Gandalf! Gandalf the White! Gandalf! Or, once again, Santa Claus, because we weren't done ripping that off yet. Of all the movies to rip off. The Santa Claus? Really?
I don't know what's going on. Or what you're going through. But we got into this as a family. And we're gonna get out of it as a family. Side by side.
2 by 2. We'll kill the children later.
We have to talk about the Ark. It has to come down.
I can't do that.
You don't have a choice. Congressman Long went to the city. There's a laundry list of code violations. You have until September 22nd to take it down, or they'll take it down and arrest you.
September 22nd? That's the day of the flood.
Mom, Dad, come here!
Don't you dare take that Ark down.
That's character development, I guess. She is the most boring, like, bland character ever. Like, the role of, like, a supportive wife is a really good role. Like, it's a really hard role. There's a lot of emotional challenges with that role. There's a lot of things that can go into that performance, but her version of it is so lame.
This is Ed Carson coming to you live from New York NOAA's construction site, where we are unable to leave the news van due to hazardous conditions outside.
You're still not getting a movie. You're still not getting a movie.
No, please, no.
It's not. It wasn't funny the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh time. So stop doing it.
You have gone from newsman to congressman to caveman. What makes you so sure God chose you?
He chose all of us.
Okay, that's cliche and unhelpful as fuck. Thanks for your answer, bozo.
Prestige Crest used to be federal lands, but what's interesting is how it got into private hands. Congressman Long got the approval to build a dam and then passed out the surrounding lands to a group of private investors.
Now, the locals fought this thing for years. They said Long and his developer buddies were cutting corners, like skipping important building code checkpoints.
And with the land use bill, he's gonna do the same thing with the national park.
Oh, so God doesn't actually care about the rainforests or nature. He cares about corrupt politicians. That's why he's getting involved now, as opposed to any other time in history ever.
Go back to the Hill and show them that you can and will fight this bill.
You guys, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I have to get back to the Ark.
The Ark? Okay, God told you to build an Ark.
Yes.
But did he tell you to make your friends believe in you and follow you here so you can make us look stupid? I've been to church, and that does not sound like God to me.
But it's the plot, goddammit, and we have to get through it. Just, come on. I'm trying to get a paycheck.
I can't even get my cat to use the litter box.
What do you mean you can't get your cat to use a litter box? Oh, cats just use litter boxes. You don't have to potty train them. They just naturally do it. How horrible of a pet owner do you have to be to not get your cat to use a litter box?
People, the flood is imminent. The time has come.
No, Captain Ahab. Your time has come.
Yeah, Baxter, the weather's 70 and sunny with a chance of crazy.
Man, all these people with not one good punchline among them. Normally, when you get a crowd that big, you at least have one funny person that can kind of carry.
You know, voters don't respond to the gloom and doom stuff. They like a more positive message.
Then why does no politician ever use it? Every single political ad, this guy is awful, this guy is horrible, this guy, that guy. Why don't you ever just say nice things? Say one nice thing, I dare you. You'd probably just die.
I'm gonna give you one last chance. Take down this boat.
I'm giving you one last chance. Repent.
Such a shame. You had possibilities.
How do you know that? You don't know anything about him. He was a newsman a month ago. He's never accomplished anything ever politically, and you're like, mwah, this kid's got potential. For what?
Maybe God didn't mean a literal flood. Maybe he meant a flood of knowledge or emotion or awareness.
Modern day Christians. Well, it doesn't really make sense if you take it literally, so why don't we just wrap a little bow in it?
Well, I guess they don't want to go.
It's our instinct. Some animals know when weather's coming. When they feel it coming, they sit.
Joan!
Of Ark? Joan of Arc. Ah! Took me that long to notice. I hate it. Wow. Wow, it's not even related.
Lucky guess, Baxter. Lucky guess.
Oh, he predicted the weather. Yeah, well, he used to be a news reporter. Maybe he worked as a weatherman part-time.
Kind of stopped raining.
Is that it?
What'd I tell you? It's fine. It's over.
Hey, Ahab, this is it?
You know, you shouldn't be talking about Ahab when you look like a whale! God, I'm going to hell.
Even if it kept raining, it's not like it could cause a flood in a day.
What do you mean it couldn't cause a flood in a day? Have you ever seen flash flooding? It happens in a matter of minutes.
Long Lake. It's named after him. It's the lake. It's the lake.
How did you come to this conclusion? Just because it's the plot? Just because we had the foreshadowing earlier?
Need a bigger boat.
Oh, shut up! Your boat's big enough, actually.
Dylan, get back inside. It's too dangerous.
No, Dad. I told you I'm with you.
So I'm gonna stand here and slap people as they walk by. I'm not actually helping or doing anything, but man, it looks good. I'll put this on my resume. You know, this is still better than the Darren Aronofsky Noah movie. More biblically accurate, too, honestly.
I command thee, hold!
Excuse me, I think you got Noah and Abraham confused.
All those in favor of the Public Land Act, please signify by saying aye.
Good God.
And don't you forget it. Why did the animals all have to be on there? They would have been fine. They weren't anywhere near there. It was all just for show. All of this was all just for show. Good. Glad we did that.
Hello, Congressman. Mind if I park my boat here for a little while?
How?
The dam, Congressman.
The goddamn.
You did this to me. You set me up, you crazy son of a...
If that comes out your front, I don't even want to know what's coming out the back.
Why are they all CGI? I'm so confused. Were they all in front of a green screen? Why? You couldn't just have a crowd of people in the background? That was too much to ask.
What are you doing here?
Just hanging out with some old friends.
You knew all along, didn't you?
What? What kind of stupid question is that? I told you to do something, you did it, then the thing happened that I said would happen, and you go, you knew all along. No, duh!
You did good, son. You changed the world.
No, I didn't.
Well, let's see. Spending time with your family, making them very happy. Gave that dog a home.
Okay, we didn't need an arc for that.
So, how do we change the world?
One arc at a time.
One act of random kindness at a time.
One act of random kindness.
I hate it. Where's the O? O arc, you mean? One act of random kindness. O arc.
It's time. Do the dance.
Care to join me?
That is cute. I'll give it that. Because it's just like the same thing as in the first one when, Bruce goes, good, and then God does it with him. It kind of like shows God in a perspective of he loves you in your individuality. He knows every little quirk and weird thing about you, and he loves it. So even though Steve Carell's got this really annoying, stupid happy dance that's not funny at all, God sees it and God loves it. And that's cool. I like that. Unfortunately, I really don't like most of this. I don't like most of it. And so even the feel-good moments and the payoff moments don't feel deserved.
I now issue a new commandment. Thou shalt do the dance.
And you ruined it. You ruined it. Okay. Alright. 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 Yeah, I gave that movie a lot of shit. And honestly, it's not a good movie. But it's a perfectly innocent, feel-good family movie. You have to turn your brain off, and you have to kind of ignore a lot of stupid stuff. But at the same time, like, hey, a lot of people love this movie, and I understand why. I don't, but I also get it at the same time. So it's not awful. It feels kind of like an insult to the first one. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. Especially after this whole month of, Ace Ventura Juniors and Son of the Masks. So anyway, yeah, that's what I had to think. I hope you guys enjoyed this month as much as I did. I'm planning on doing We Sing next week. And then either Scooby-Doo, Barbie, whatever, we'll figure it out as we go. So hope you guys stick around for all of that. Hope you guys enjoyed this month and are ready for whatever is next. Thanks, guys. Bye.